Good morning, traders. This is Cloud Chartist. I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I should make one. um, I've had a lot of new subscribers to my YouTube channel who have gotten nothing new from me since they signed up, so I thought it seemed like I was inspired to see if I still remembered how to make videos, and I saw some interesting stuff on the ES charts that I wanted to share. So I'm going to start off with the ES weekly chart. Yesterday after the FOMC, we had some interesting price action. The ES was quite bullish, and then after the FOMC, it proceeded to sell rather precipitously, which was sort of surprising to some. But I'm happy to note that the price is back over the blue line here. Let me zoom in a little bit. The price is back over this blue line, which is the Tenkan-sen. The Tenkan-sen is acting as support currently, and it's important for bulls for us to close the weekly candle above that level. So that level is 27.0375. So that's an important level to watch. This is an example of a fully bullish Ichimoku chart. Price is above the cloud. This is the cloud down here. And also above both of the indicator lines, the Tenkan-sen, the blue line, and the Kijun-sen, the pink line. So it looks like, just judging from the shape of the cloud, we have a gradually rising cloud into the middle of the summer, so July and August, and then it looks like we're going to have some flattening off. So it looks like we're in for some continued upward motion into the summer, and then potentially some sideways action later on. I do expect that we will have to do some consolidation in this general area before we make any move higher or lower. It's important to keep an eye on that Tenkan-sen level to determine if we are going to make a move lower. If we do move lower, we will have support at the Kijun-sen, which is currently at 26.4975, and then at the cloud. So depending on where we are in time, will determine where we have cloud support. So if we were to get another correction, this was our prior correction this year in February. So if we got another correction lower and we traded below the pink line, this 26.4975 level, we could trade all the way down to around 23.50 thereabouts, and we'd still be totally bullish in Ichimoku terms. So let me switch down to lower time frame. Let's go to the daily. So looking at the daily, yesterday we traded into the cloud after we had been, let me zoom in a little bit more even. We had been maintaining, after breaking back out of the cloud and closing over the cloud, we had been maintaining price action above the cloud. Then yesterday we entered the cloud. We did not hold this pink line, the 20, which happens to be also 27.0375, and I've been posting that level on Twitter, talking about it. We didn't hold that in the close, which was a bit troublesome for bulls. It put us from being completely bullish to being neutral. When price action is in the cloud, it's considered to be neutral. So we could have actually traded all the way down to the bottom of the cloud, and then we see that we did. And when this new candle opened up, this is today's candle, we did trade all the way down to the bottom of the cloud. In fact, we traded down to the perfect bottom of the cloud, which, let's see, the low was 26.82. The bottom of the cloud was at, yeah, right around there, maybe 26.80. I can't see without zooming in, but so basically we tagged the bottom of the cloud, found support there, and that's important. And then we bounced. So currently we are trading above the Kijun-sen, so back above this important pink line level. And so our parameters for the day are keep an eye again on that 270375 level. Keep an eye on the low of the day of this candle, which is also the bottom of the cloud. If we do lose the low of the day, then it's likely that we could come down and potentially be testing back down to this blue line, the Tenkan-sen down here. The Tenkan-sen is flat. The Kijun-sen is also flat. When indicator lines are flat in Ichimoku, they attract price, but it's more likely that the price will be attracted to the pink flat line because the price action is closer to it. This the Tenkan-sen down here will not necessarily attract price unless price actually gets out of the cloud and gets closer to it. Sort of, I mean, I sort of think like of a 50%. If it's 50% below the 50%, it will be more attracted to the Tenkan-sen. We have over here this red line here called the Chico span. Or the Chikou span, sorry. So we can watch where the Chikou is interacting with its own indicator lines here as well. The Chikou may come up to the pink line here, which is around 2717, a little bit above 2717, and find resistance. So that could be a potential resistance level to keep an eye on intraday. And if it does get over that level, then it could come into contact with the Tenkan-sen above here. And today the Tenkan-sen, the Chikau's own Tenkan-sen is at 2750.38. So keep 2750 in your mind if we do get out of the cloud. That seems to be also where we kept finding resistance in these prior days as well. We notice the daily cloud is continuing to rise, so as long as we stay within the daily cloud, you know, we do have a chance for some upside. I also like to combine fibs with my Ichimoku analysis. Those are my two primary indicators that I like to use, and let me just lay out some fibs. Or let me, I was hoping that I would have some saved fibs there, but let's just draw them. So I like to draw fibs from the actual candle bodies, not from the actual tails. Some people do it differently. I will say that when I'm trading FX charts, I use the tails more frequently because FX traders use the tails more frequently. So this is basically how I draw fibs from this candle body up here to this candle body down here. So this gives us some nice levels to work with. Also, we see that the 50% level has been in play. That's the same general area that we've been finding resistance at. So keep an eye on that 2832 level, which is right around 2700, easy to remember. If we do break out of the cloud, we can keep an eye on the 618 around 2768, let's say 2767.50 thereabouts. That could be in play also. And then if we do break down, you know, there could be a potential level of support, which seems to be a potential level of support and resistance in this area too, which is around 2660. Yeah, let's just call it 2660. So anyway, I don't want to make this too long. We have the jobs numbers coming up shortly, which will probably be some kind of crazy market moving event as well. So thank you for listening. Feel free to ask questions, and you can follow me on Twitter at CloudChartist. And I wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you next time.